What if I told you that one of the most infamous stories of excess, greed, and human ambition isn't just about financial gain, but a profound exploration of morality, ambition, and the intricate personal narratives woven into the fabric of Wall Street? The Wolf of Wall Street has captivated audiences with its flashy lifestyle, but beneath the glimmering surface lies a complex world of untold secrets that bring depth to its narrative. Get ready, because what you're about to uncover will not only change how you perceive this tale of excess, but will also challenge your understanding of ambition and its consequences. Stay with us until the end, as we unravel the psychological and social elements that define this iconic saga. What lies beneath the flashy surface can be even more scandalous than you might expect. To start, you might be surprised to learn that the real story of Jordan Belfort, often overshadowed by the glamorous portrayal of his life, is as much a cautionary tale as it is an exhilarating ride. While many remember the debauchery, the drugs, and the parties, there are underlying themes of manipulation, disillusionment, and a significant critique of societal values in pursuit of success. It's a narrative that holds a mirror up to our own aspirations and the lengths we are willing to go to achieve them. The man at the center of this storm, Jordan Belfort, is as fascinating as he is flawed. He did not merely enjoy wealth, he wielded his fortune like a weapon. And just as a sword can protect or destroy, how did Belfort's choices reflect a broader societal trend? For instance, did you know that Belfort's rise was not merely due to his charisma, but also a keen understanding of human psychology? He famously stated, "The way to sell is to convince people that they are not spending money, but investing." This philosophy tapped into an intrinsic human desire to believe they are part of something bigger, whether it's making money or participating in a community of success. In fact, his entire operation at Stratton Oakmont was built on exploiting this psychological loophole. By rallying his salesmen around a culture of bravado and reckless ambition, he created a fervor that drove shocking sales numbers. But what does this say about us as a society? In our pursuit of wealth, how often do we overlook the ethical implications of our ambitions? Every time the stock market surges or a startup goes viral, do we pause to consider the human cost behind the numbers? Here's something you didn't expect: that relentless ambition often leads to isolation, even amongst the most social individuals. Belfort, for all his extravagance, found himself surrounded by people who were only there for his money and status. It reflects a profound loneliness that bubbles beneath the surface of success, a loneliness that many high achievers know all too well. As we delve deeper, let's probe into the clandestine culture at Stratton Oakmont. What kept Belfort and his elite team of brokers rolling in excess? While the drugs and parties are well documented, a less celebrated secret lies in the firm's internal culture. The infamous pump and dump schemes weren't merely business tactics, they were communal acts that reinforced both loyalty and competition among employees. Employees were incentivized with bonuses not just for hard work but for acts of financial aggression, triumphing over clients, often detrimentally. Imagine a workplace where ethics take a back seat to sheer ambition. Isn't that a frightful thought? It makes you wonder, what happens when ambition takes on a life of its own? As you'd expect in an environment where boundaries blur, the lines between right and wrong blurred too. Belfort himself has admitted that at times, the thrill of the gamble overshadowed his duties to clients. He twisted ethical standards like a pretzel, rationalizing greed as a means to an end. Perhaps this resonates with the age-old question, at what point does ambition transform into greed? The answer may lie in personal definitions of success and failure. Then there's the role of technology that cannot be ignored. New selling techniques transformed the landscape of Wall Street during Belfort's reign. By tapping into the burgeoning world of internet sales, Stratton Oakmont was able to reach clients far beyond traditional means. But it wasn't just sophisticated technology, it was the ability to exploit timing and human naivety that truly defined the operation. This raises alarming questions. Where do we draw the line when it comes to technological advancements? Is every innovation worth the risk of financial exploitation? Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the psychological toll of this tumultuous lifestyle. It's easy to glamorize the highs of Wall Street, but what about the lows that inevitably followed? Many of those who lived the high life alongside Belfort found themselves trapped in a cycle of addiction and despair. The lavish parties and constant binging masked a harsh reality: the high of wealth was fleeting. How many among those would admit to being content once the line of credit ran dry? Here's something that will leave you speechless. Despite his eventual downfall, many people, including professionals, still idolize Belfort's audacity. Why is it that certain individuals are drawn to the extremes? The allure of the wolf isn't just fascination with wealth, it's a story of rebellion against traditional structures. This trend illuminates a generation that perhaps sees itself within Belfort, a generation keen on breaking free from societal constraints, often romanticizing the narrative of defiance. You might be wondering, was any change truly possible? Or were the tides of greed simply too strong? After his fall from grace, as Belfort navigated his own road to redemption, he began to see how superficial those bonds were. But was he truly reformed, or simply adapting to a new narrative? Watching him speak now, you begin to question, can someone with such a high threshold for risk truly embody personal growth? Perhaps one of the most shocking revelations about the Wolf of Wall Street is this: its impact still resonates today. Many financial institutions still operate under aggressive sales tactics that can mirror those of Stratton Oakmont. The principles of human manipulation and deception that Belfort exemplified are not relics of the past, they are embedded within the core of financial systems today. Even those operating with integrity may find themselves navigating a landscape cluttered with shortcuts and dubious ethics. Have we learned anything at all, or are we doomed to repeat history? So, where does this leave us? Is it mere entertainment we seek with stories like The Wolf of Wall Street, or is it something more profound? As captivating as Belfort's extravagant lifestyle is, it serves as a powerful reminder of the choices we make and the ethical lines we draw. How far are we willing to go to achieve success, and what does that mean for our collective conscience? As we near the conclusion of our exploration, let's reframe our understanding of the untold secrets of the Wolf of Wall Street. Every wild party, every slick sales pitch, every high-stakes gamble is not just a spectacle of excess, it represents the very complexities of human ambition. It examines our collective morality and the lengths we go to shape our futures. Instead of simply condemning Belfort for his actions, perhaps we can use his story as a lens that magnifies the choices we face in our own careers and lives. In the end, the verdict is clear: Jordan Belfort is a mirror reflecting the bright and dark sides of human ambition. He invites us to confront uncomfortable questions about our own desires and ethical boundaries. The untold secrets reveal that, in every pursuit of greatness, we must navigate a labyrinth of choices that can either uplift or ensnare us. What's your takeaway from this journey? As you venture into the world, remember that success should not merely be defined by wealth, but by the positive impact you have on others. The real wolf among us might not be the one living the high life, it could be a reflection of our own choices and ambitions. Consider this: in the end, how do we want our stories to be told?